souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grand rising, beautiful souls. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to have you all here. How is everyone doing? Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, 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 hi. How is everyone? Hello, beautiful souls. How is everyone doing today? How is y'all's dreams? How are you feeling? Any ascension symptoms? You're feeling fine? Good. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. I think I'm gonna do 3 spots on live today. I'm not gonna do the 5 grand rising. Hello. Having some stomach issues, uncomfortable. Lots of changes. Lots and lots of changes happening in this reality. Have a headache you can't get rid of. Yes, I'm also experiencing a headache this morning. Right brain is still hurting, but just allowing. Wow, already deep. Yeah. We go deep always. Skin still on the fritz. Angels told me to cleanse and detox today. Beautiful. Just giving your body this space to feel everything that it's feeling, not with judgment. Just presence. Giving it permission to play itself out, to teach you the lesson it needs to teach you, and to let go of control. Giving permission for the body to release the old in order to integrate the new, to create the new. We are at the very last bits of the year of the snake, the final shedding. It's as if this part of the shedding, though, is like the most potent, it feels like. Any tips in detox? Yes, headache since last night. Okay, so I'm not a professional faster. I think there's other people that are more profesh, but maybe this is why I can be helpful, because I'm very real about fasting. For me personally, when you're starting off, it's just really a matter of not judging yourself for how long you need to go, because every time you fast, the more and more you fast, the more you'll get good at it, the better you'll be able to go longer. And so when your body is telling you, if you're fasting, when your body is telling you, hey, maybe this is my breaking point, you know, you can listen to that. I think a lot of times the people that do a lot of fasting are very, very hardcore, very disciplined, which is awesome for them. It's awesome for what it is. I personally have a very sensitive body, and so if I'm pushing myself at a level where my body doesn't enjoy it, it starts to make things harder for me. So really just listen to your body. If you feel like you're in a cleansing energy and you're really opening up and you're letting go and you're allowing things to move through and there's going to be a little bit of uncomfort there, that's perfectly okay. If it does start to get to a point where you really just don't feel good, you feel very ungrounded, you feel feverish, or you feel a lot of different things, I mean, take that into consideration is what I'm going to say personally. But I would say if you're gonna do fasting, make sure you're drinking lots of water with salt or water with minerals, and that's going to be very helpful to soak everything up. Mineral water, water with lemon, and if you are also fasting, you know, doing hot baths and things like that can also be really helpful to get the extra, release the extra sweat out. Yeah. Hello, beautiful. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, we have more people over on YouTube than we do on TikTok. Wow, this is awesome. Shout out to YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Just cleansing out our energetic palette here today. You are creators of this reality. Give yourself that deep respect and that deep love, that deep appreciation for your presence here in this moment. You are so blessed to be on this planet. It is a once in a lifetime, once in a galactic experience to be here and now. Understand the potency, understand the importance of that here. I'm not sure about that. Again, I'm not a professional faster. That's not my forte. It is something that Spirit has guided me to do a lot. And so, and what I do suggest is if you are feeling called to fast around the full moon, listen to that. It might be annoying. It might be a little frustrating that you got the call. But listen and talk to God if God is calling you to do that. Because that is something that I'm feeling called to do. I mean, currently I'm on my cycle, so I'm not going to fast on my cycle, but I do think that'll be complete during the full moon, and I do think that that's something that I feel called to do. But again, it's a very personal thing. Fasting is very personal, and everyone's physical body in relation to how we are moving through time is going to respond differently to fasting. Some of us might need more of a grounded presence like food, and some of us might need to do that full cleanse. So whatever feels good to you is what I'll say. Hiya, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. I might move this closer to me, we'll see. Ooh. Yeah, the ascension migraine, anyone else? I know there's a couple people in the chat that have talked about that today. Ascension migraine going hard today. I had a really rough dream last night. Really rough dream. And it's still hitting me in my soul. And I think that gave me a little bit of that ascension migraine type of thing. I don't know, y'all. There is so many changes right now in reality. It's as if like I can't even explain it all physically. They're saying it's not necessary to explain it all physically, but it is necessary to feel it. So give yourself the time and the space to feel it, especially with the Leo full moon. The Leo is all about the heart. It's all about feeling, all about that inner child energy, all about self. How can you take care of yourself in a way that might be a little bit different than you're used to, or might be more forward? And again, that's why this fasting, maybe you're being called to fasting around this full moon. I do suggest it. As much as my human vessel is annoyed, because I personally don't love fasting. It's not my favorite thing. Oh geez, Spirit is getting me. But it might be a call. The world is changing very rapidly. They're showing me like the earth is spinning a lot quicker, and something I've seen a lot is them sharing with me the idea of the poles shifting and going back and forth, like the poles like constantly doing this like shift, and every time that they like energetically are shifting, what happens is duality shakes up, because duality has two ends to a pole, right? It's one side or the other, it's a spectrum. And so the more that the poles shift, even femininity and masculinity, the more that shifts in our reality, the more that things are moving, the more that we have to learn how to stabilize within ourselves and be able to find our 0 point. So that's something that's very, very strong and very much called to a lot of us right now is, can you handle the shifts in duality, and can you fully come into neutrality with self? Can you fully find stability in all of these moments? So you've had pain in your legs. So if you guys want to tap the screen over here on YouTube, 10:10 on the clock, it helps bring more people in. And we're just here being a conscious space, opening up for people to move through this awakening with a community and open hearts, open minds, walking hand to hand, heart to heart. So there is a lot of changes in how we are being taught moving forward, because what we have learned for a very long time has been, we learned from other people. And what we're learning now is learning from experience and learning from embodiment. So all of your experiences are so unique because you are all the teachers in your own reality. We are just here to be reflections of one another and show each other that we're not alone in this self-growth and this self-healing, this self-training, if you will, in this new reality, in this new dimensionality. And currently we're very much sitting in the trajectory of the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension specifically functions with time and things like that. So this month of January might have felt very long for you. For me personally, I don't know how it is still January. It does not feel like it should be, but at the same time, it's also like, it's also happened pretty quickly. It's very confusing, but I also feel like February, since it's already a smaller month, it's going to go by very quickly, because halfway through the month we also have the year of the horse starting up, and I know for a fun fact that we're going to feel that shift. I know it. It's almost going to be like, what they're showing me is tortoise and the hare. It's like the first part of February might feel like a tortoise, and then the last part might feel like the hare. And we're just going very slow but very quick, and very slow and very quick, and it's like kind of bouncing back and forth. What I'm also seeing is like past life memories are coming back up, ones that need to be purged, and we've been getting a lot of past life memories back into our body to remember our natural wisdom and to remember how we connected with the land. But they're saying we're bringing up a lot of past life memories, specifically around the patriarchy or around deep wounding that has happened in society at a whole level. These things are coming back up to purge because you are safe enough to do so. You're safe enough to release. And so that's going to be a part of the final shedding. But also know that you're not going through that alone. Like, collectively, we are all shedding the old wounding there. And so that's very important to be aware of. So again, in your dreams, those things might come up. Maybe some old wounds around abuse, old wounds around not having power. All of those things might be coming up for the collective. Sue, Grand Rising, welcome in. Sue. They're showing me like a blob. They're saying formless. Allow yourself to be formless and formed at the same time. Interesting. So again, that concept of duality, and what we're doing when we are able to shift the poles a lot in our field is we get to see perspectives from both of the poles. Does that make sense? So we get the perspective of the form and the formless. We get the perspective of the limited and the limitless. We get perspective of the feminine and the masculine. We get perspective of the dark and the light. That's what we're moving through right now. And so as the poles are shifting so often in our reality, we're constantly getting different perspectives being put into our field. So it can feel like one day you're thinking one way and the next day you're thinking completely different. So you might be jumping with ideas, going back and forth with different ideas. This is also the Aquarian energy as well. Lots of different ideas, lots of new ideas coming to the surface for the collective. With the full moon in Leo bringing all of this to the surface, being very upfront with our emotionality. But there's also a deep sense of peace because we're holding both of those poles, right? We're holding this deep emotionality, but also this deep peace and respect to those emotions. We're using the word and a lot more than but or, right? We're able to have two perspectives at once. We're able to have three perspectives at once and more. This is the deep multidimensional shift and the state of human consciousness as we are opening up to greater perspectives. It is necessary for us to open up all facets of ourselves to the and rather than the or. Is that making sense? Because there's many parts in our life where we've already opened up to deep multidimensionality, where we're able to see from many different vantage points. But then there's also some perspectives that we're still a little bit stuck in. Those are the things that are probably some of our biggest lessons in this lifetime. Those things are coming forward to the surface now for a reason. Now, what I'm also seeing is like wounding in relationships is coming forward. And being fully present with those wounds and just being able to be there with it. I don't see it being very like explosive. Maybe for some people it is. But it's mainly just giving yourself permission to be present with all of your emotions of past lives and past relationships, past experiences. Yeah, mother-father wound coming up again. Lots of energy here. I'm feeling it really strong in my third eye. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Drink lots of water. Grand Rising, welcome in everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I didn't even have any words that I wrote down today. Let's see if they bring any to me. They're saying correlation or coordination. Ah, okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Coordination is shifting. So a lot of you guys might feel a little bit extra clumsy or a little unbalanced physically. There is almost like, again, they're showing back to the 0 point. They're saying we're training your 0 point and your ability to focus on one thing. Okay, so that then goes into what we were directly talking about being multidimensional. We're able to focus on more than one thing, but we're also meant to be able to focus on one thing, and that one thing is our fullness of our multidimensionality. We ourselves are one, but in that one, there's many facets. And in moments where you're getting a little overwhelmed by all the facets of yourself and you're getting overwhelmed by all of the downloads and the information that you're receiving, they're saying come back to the one, come back to the 0 inside of you. That's going to help you balance your energetic field, bring cohesion to your frequencies, And it's also going to help others that you're interacting with, because you're not coming from a space of projection. You're coming from a space of peace and connection to self. You know who you are, so you do not need to project onto anyone else. And in that knowing of who you are, you help them learn who they are, because you're not constantly giving them energy. Does that make sense? Ooh, there's so many weird feelings in my body right now, y'all. With that Aries air, yeah. So they are being very, very specific. They don't want you to be overwhelming yourself energetically, because that can cause a lot of pain to the body, and we're not here to create more pain for ourselves, right? We're not here to create more suffering for ourselves. You know, sometimes it occurs, but we don't want to be the ones to invoke that for ourselves. So make sure you're noticing when you're doing too much. I know that sometimes we can be so excited to learn so much, or there's a lot of stuff going on in our life that we just want to be distracted. And in that distraction, though, we are overwhelming our psyche because we're consuming so much energy, so much information. Find the moments of peace. I've been really committed to meditating every day, and I honestly hadn't been doing that until very recently. Like, I'd been meditating through like journaling or through dance, but they've been very specific about sit still. Sit still. And so I've been doing that, and it's been really good. And yesterday I didn't do it. I had a busy day. I was doing a ton of different things, and I didn't do it, and I could not fall asleep. And I felt so bad because I was like, I didn't give myself the time to process everything until now. And then I was processing everything, and it was like so much to process right in my bed, where my bed is supposed to be the place where I'm able to simply rest instead of process. Because I'm very compartmentalized. Like, I need my bed to be very specifically for sleeping. It's just helpful for me, because if I'm meditating in my bed, I can feel it entering my pillow, and then I'm sitting with those thoughts all night. And so it was just very fascinating to see how my body was responding to not meditating for a day. And I'm like, oh geez, okay, this is something that it is full on now. Because again, before I was able to meditate like here and there. I was able to meditate like every other day, or just like whenever I wanted to, but now it's like you have to do it every day. You've been getting slowed down a lot? Yeah. Yeah. I had a great experience this morning while I was meditating, connecting with the other grid workers. And yes! I love connecting with the grid workers. How long do I meditate for? I literally don't know, because time is not real in those meditation spaces. So I literally don't know. It can range from 5 minutes to an hour, maybe longer than an hour sometimes. I don't know. It's very interesting. Because it feels so different in those spaces for me, because I'm like exploring so many different realms. I actually have a meditation pillow that I bought multiple years ago. Your neck has been hurting. Sending so much love. I bought it multiple years ago to get me inspired to meditate, and I didn't start really using it until this year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I have this pillow. It actually helps so much to have a meditation pillow. Because it gives you it's like a yoga mat, because it gives you your environment. You have this space. You've provided a space for yourself to experience yoga, or to experience stillness, meditation. They are expensive. I'm very impressed with myself that I got that multiple years ago, because that just showed that I was committed to the bit. But yeah, I'm really grateful I have it. They are expensive sometimes. Not all the time, but if you're wanting like a good one, yeah, it might be. But that's also just where you're allowed to feel into the abundant frequency of, I have all that I need in order to take care of all of myself, to take care of all of who I am, to take care of the dreams, the desires that I have. I feel that abundance and I'm allowing that to fully come through. And when you do that, just be open for miracles to take place, because miracles want to come to you. That's the thing I think people don't recognize, is miracles want to be experienced. They want to exist in your reality. It's just a matter of you giving permission to miracles to do so and to bring that back to you, right? I love speaking with Sophia. I'm so connected with Sophia. I love her so, so much. I love working with the grid. It's honestly, for me, because I'm so connected with the grid, it's hard for me to not be connected on a regular basis. And so I think that's why Spirit's been like sitting me down very intentionally, because it's like twofold. In the meditation, they're just being like, be human for a second. Because I think a lot of my job and a lot of my life is very connected. And so it's almost like backwards for me in a lot of ways, where meditation is my ability to connect with my human vessel, my body, and really feel into the present moment. And I think maybe that's it for a lot of people as well. But I think then there's also sometimes I go into meditations where it's like deeply activating and doing a lot of grid work and things like that. I love Sophia. I love Sophia. Let's bring some really soft light down through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root, pushing through your hips, thighs, back of thighs, knees, back of knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, pushing down into the earth and grounding in. Allowing your roots to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. My body's ready to unlock superpowers. Let's go. Let's go. I already feel nauseous, not sure if it's nervous about cleansing and detoxing. It definitely could. Okay, Danny. Again, I want to say, take it very slow. If you're feeling a lot of pressure by the experience already, it's not always the greatest influence, right? We don't want to be pressured to do something. Allow your body the time and space to release the pressure first. Because I want to say, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Because it could be, and it is to some people. But I think when we put that pressure of other people's intensity or their dedication or their devotion to their own spiritual practice, when we put that on ourselves, then we feel less adequate for our spiritual journey looking differently. Yeah. Yeah. I be doing that all the time. I love a good potato. I love a good potato. I love a good potato. I was watching something yesterday. I don't know if it was like a fad thing or whatever, but they were like, potatoes, chicken, broccoli, and carrots can really be very helpful in your diet. Oh, today I'm going to eat chicken and broccoli. That's awesome. I just said that. That's awesome. Yeah, those are helpful. Alright, collective. Bringing cohesion into the field of mind, body, and soul. Moving through time, space, and dimension with ease, with peace, with love, and with grace as we are shifting through this reality. Give yourself the beautiful peace that you deserve in your body anytime that you are feeling pressured to do something, maybe by outside forces. let that go and understand the pressure within you. Because again, if there is any pressure outside of you that you're feeling is motivating you, it's not gonna serve you as well as the pressure inside. So let the outside pressure go. Feel into your body. What is it that I am feeling here? And how can I serve myself today? Because I understand that my body is my temple. And I am here as a place of worship. To worship my presence. My experience of God moving through me. Yeah. All right, collective. We're going to go into these individual sessions. I have one little cat healing this morning with Chaz. So I don't know if Tanya's in here. We'll start on that whenever. Wait, let me send her something. Give me a sec. My list is open, Krista. I think I'm only going to do 3 spots today. Have a great rest of your day, Danny. Sending you so much love. Potentially put a Merkaba around your solar plexus. That might help as well. How much for a session, Erica? You can go check out my link in bio. For 15 minutes, it's 40. For 25 minutes, it's 60. If that's something you're interested in, you can check that out. Oh, sending you so much love. How long have I been fasting? I haven't been consistently fasting, but I started fasting and understanding the practice of fasting back in 2021, 2022. But the thing is, I was raised in the church, so I also already knew a lot of the information about fasting. My brother actually did a 40-day fast. Crazy. So like I've experienced fasting at some point in my life. I was very mentally ill, and a ton of people had fasted for me, so I like felt the benefits of it from the other end. It's very interesting. I've had a lot of experiences with fasting, and I've also had an eating disorder in the past. So for me personally, I take it very, I take my body seriously. So I don't always feel like I need to fast. But I think things are always changing. I do read pets, yes. I do read pets. I love reading pets. Cats have very intricate minds. They are very fifth dimensional beings. Grateful for you all to be here. Tanya, are you ready to work with Chaz? We're going to tune into a little kitty this morning that's got some liver issues. Hello, welcome in. Sending you so much love, Christine. If you want, we can tune in. The animal healings are cheaper than... Oh, you're going to the vet? The animal healings are cheaper than the human healings because they're very easy for me to do. And I just enjoy them. So, Tanya, are you ready for us to tune in with Chaz? Sue. Yay, Allison. Let me know if anyone else grabs a spot, and we'll get you on the list. I don't want to overdo it today. Oh, we'll definitely be praying for Rowdy today. All right. Tanya, let me get my energy ready and we'll get started. Thank you to everyone that's here. Of course, you guys can just learn from these sessions, or you can tune into your own animals with us here. You can always take the secondary energy coding. You can also use the energy healing from this session for yourself, since we're going to be working on the liver and parts of the body, it can translate to the human as well. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Excellent, Krista. I want to get a list, but not sure which to get. Erica. So I'm going to close the list, but Erica, if you still do want to get on the list, that's fine too. What I do suggest, if this is your first time, a simple cleanse and clear 15-minute session is always good. We'll just tune into what is necessary. Thank you, beautiful souls. All right. So let's get into Chaz's energy. Oh, wait. I didn't write down some. Krista. Okay. That's what I was going to write down. All right. Let's get started. Tanya put a heart in the chat for you and Chaz, and we will get into this session. Put a hand in your heart, put a hand in your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. He does have some grumpy cat energy today. The way he's talking about you is so funny. He's like, this crazy moment she put pins in my body. And I have to talk to him like a human, because that's kind of how he like wants to be talked to like a human. And so I have to like give him that energy back. And I'm like, but did it help you? Or was it beneficial to get that acupuncture? And he's like, no. But I'm like, okay, but did it? And like on the inside, he's kind of like, yeah, helped a little bit. So I think mainly he is benefiting from it, or he benefited from it in general, because I think part of him felt more seen, but it also felt very vulnerable for him to experience that. So I think that's the main thing about the acupuncture he didn't like, is like feeling pinned down or feeling like he was out of control. But I do think energetically it did help him, and it did bring more clarity into his mind. And that's what he's saying that as well without saying it. He's energetically saying it. Yeah, there is a lot of resentment. And I think it's interesting because the acupuncture that he did, it feels as if it opened up his energy more. So I'm feeling it a lot stronger, which is helpful for me personally. Again, he's not a fan of it. I don't think he'd want to do it again, but I do think it was beneficial. But it is helpful because I am feeling into the liver a lot stronger. Let me just bring light all the way through, down through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, legs, feet, paws, down into the earth, just letting him fully relax, bringing a blanket of light all around his energy as we are softening his aura. There we go. He also kind of has like a stiff butt. He's like clenching a lot. So we want to really soften the back of his butt and give him space to really relax as we work on the liver. So what they're doing is bringing in kind of like an IV drip of energy through his body to help flush out his plasma body, to help flush out his fascia as well, because again, our consciousness holds a lot of trauma in the fascia. So as we're flushing out that watery energy, I think more of that is going to come out. But again, I'm seeing the acupuncture as very, very beneficial to him. Very much so. I can feel it opening up quicker. So right now I'm just feeling into the liver. I'm feeling what type of emotional anger is stuck here. It literally is the word stuck is what I'm feeling. He like feels like he's stuck in this reality. He feels like he's physically stuck here. Okay, so it's interesting. A part of the grooming, what I'm feeling as I'm tuning into the liver, is a part of like longing for his mother, like his cat mother. And he like, whenever he misses his mother, it's like he's trying to find comfort in something. This is just something that I'm seeing right now of what they're showing me. And so that licking can come from this need of a physical comfort. And it feels like a wounding that took place when he was younger, of just, you know, being detached from the mother, not feeling like he fits into anything. He also feels more advanced than maybe some other cats. I don't know if he does interact with other cats, but he feels like he's smarter than everyone. And he's like, I'm not intellectually challenged a lot, and it bugs him. That's what he's sharing with me. So he's like, this earth is like, it's so annoying. He gets annoyed by being here. I am hearing that he likes music though. Like even vibrations he could enjoy. Because it brings him almost back to that womb space. This is very interesting. Yeah, he's very intellectual, which is why he enjoys working with me a lot. Because he knows that I see him and I challenge him. He likes to be challenged. So this is even why there's this weird interesting energy around the acupuncture that you did for him, because to an extent he a little bit liked the challenge. He's not going to admit to that, but part of him was like, oh, this is something different. And it gave him something to kind of like be grumpy about or to complain about, but it almost like gave his mind, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like it in some way really did help him. He keeps saying, no, I don't want that again. We're not saying that you have to do that again, buddy, but you have to admit that it did help you a little bit. So what they're bringing in is like these like electrode panels that are going to go around both sides of his liver. And what we're going to do is just insert just very small frequencies of vibration or light into the liver itself. Very, very small, but he is going to feel kind of like a jolting. And it allows some of that stagnant anger to have to move and have to come up. And so from this though, because the anger is coming to the surface, he could be a little bit extra feisty in the next couple days, but it has to be released in order for him to let go of some deep anger wounding. Yeah, he keeps referring me back to the mother, but it feels very much like the cosmic mother. So it's kind of like he kind of just misses heaven, or he misses not having a physical form. That's what I keep feeling. And so like it's a self-loathing type of energy when he's licking himself. It's like, I don't really like to be in my body, but this is the only way that I can feel comfortable in it. And it is a little bit of like self-harm all in one. I have worked with Chaz multiple times, so anyone else in the collective that isn't understanding this experience, that's okay. Clearing out the liver. Letting that flush out through the endocrine system and releasing that out of his bowels and urine. And feeling into his kidneys, making sure there's nothing stagnant there. So, Chaz, what can we do to make this life easier for you? He said he does enjoy like having his own space, like a space that is designated to him makes him feel good, but also a space that makes him remind him of the womb. So like even spaces that he's just kind of boxed in, any space where he can kind of tuck himself in but not get too hot or overwhelmed. So just like box is what I'm seeing, like boxes. Anything else that you want to share with us? He's saying actually more human interaction or like more intellectual conversation. He's like, I want to be really respected at that level where we're actually engaging in conversation. So this is something that you could do, Tanya, to really also enhance your telepathy skills, is working with him. I mean, cats are really great at telepathy. They're one of the greatest teachers of telepathy. So this could be something that you work with him on, of like sharing some of your deep spiritual insight and getting feedback from him. Because as I'm saying that, like his ears are like kind of perking energetically, and he's like, yeah, I would love to hear more about this. I feel very alienated from my community is what I'm hearing from him. Which again, we've talked about him being very involved in Egypt and stuff like that. Okay, is there anything else that could help you physically feel comfortable and safe? I don't know what this really means, but I'm seeing steam. I don't know if he likes to like be in the bathroom with you when you're taking a shower or something, but something about steam. Okay. Flushing out more of his system. We're still feeling those IVs coming in with deeper energetic plasma coming through the body, releasing out the old out of the legs, knees, the feet, down into the earth and just letting go. I kind of want to, okay, Chaz, it's not very helpful to anyone when you're self-sabotaging, when you're creating more wounds on your body. I know it can be a level of comfort for you, but it also is inherently hurting yourself. We don't want you to be doing that. Can you recognize that? Can you slowly start lessening that behavior? And when you are kind of wanting to self-sabotage, is there something that we can do to help? He's just saying distraction can be helpful. But it's really hard because he really enjoys it. There is a level of love and comfort and pain that connect. So it's as if part of his life lesson is to learn the line between pain and pleasure, which is very interesting. This is something I've experienced as well. It's just interesting for a cat to experience this, because he has very sophisticated in his nature. when is it too far? So he's almost learning what the line is of going too far. So I'm just going to start to kind of energetically allow him to start noticing in his brain when he needs to stop the licking. Just notice in your mind, okay, is this starting to hurt? And maybe that's when you can just take a step back from yourself. Yeah, he has a very rough relationship with Earth. I can feel that. He just, there is anger. Keep flushing it out. It's okay. I do think having more conversation with him intellectually is going to be beneficial. I'm even seeing, like, if you're leaving the house, like leaving something on the TV for him to watch. Like, he likes to be entertained. He gets in his head a lot. Like, he overthinks, or he kind of goes into like these little depression spirals. Anyways, let me look at the time because I know I'm in it. So you. So he is only wanting me. Yeah, I think mainly what I'm getting from this is just interact with him deeper. But at the same time, this is his experience, and to an extent he's going to choose what he's going to choose, and so like allow him to also have that free will. I know as like the mother energy of him, you can feel very protective. This is also his journey, and if he doesn't want to help himself, if he wants to be angry, if he wants to be frustrated, like just trying to pull him away from that is only going to make him more angry, is what I'm hearing. And he's confirming, he's like, just leave me alone. But I also feel him turning around the more that he's allowed that space. I don't know, I can understand it all, but I think right now he just doesn't want to be poked or pried. He just wants to dream about his old experiences, and that's just where he feels the most happy. But I do, because I did insert kind of like a thing in his mind to be able to start to notice when things become painful. I'm hoping that that'll influence him, but I also can totally see him pushing past that and being like, I don't actually care. I just want to create pain. Because that seems like something he is energetically doing. So, anything else you want to share with us, Chaz? Yeah, it's this very like teen energy. I know he's a lot older, but it's a very teen energy of like, just leave me alone. I just want to find my peace in myself. I don't need help. I don't want you to worry about me. Okay, let's put some more light down through his crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root. Pushing down through the legs, the knees, and the paws. Down into the earth, wrapping him up with this crystalline love. This very feminine, motherly energy, just giving him the ability to rest in that for as long as he wants, and to heal any wounds that are on his skin at this time from this self-pain. Just allowing him to rest in the knowing of peace and stillness. He keeps saying, don't Don't have anyone tell me what to do. I'm gonna do the opposite of what someone tells me to do. Okay. Alright, grounding in. We're gonna bring some light down through your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root. Pushing through hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. Bringing deep peace in between both of you. And just knowing that things are going to evolve exactly the way that they need to evolve. He's saying, I'm not broken. Don't see me as broken. Beautiful. Alright. We're going to release out any last energy that doesn't serve you. Letting it go, letting it flow. Letting it go, letting it flow. Letting it go, letting it flow. He wasn't as happy with me this time. I tuned into some stuff he didn't want to emerge. You're welcome. And then, as I said, he's like, well, I still really respect you, though. He's very respectful to me. I'm very grateful for that. Not all cats are. Some cats really don't like working with me. All right. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. We're going to put some golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Embracing the beauty of who you are and honoring your soul journey, bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field. As we all shift together, take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. And my energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. There you go, beautiful soul. Sending you both off with so much love as you continue to just care for one another and hold space. All right, so that was our little cat healing today. It went a little longer than normal, but he just wanted to talk to me. And that's okay. So next up we have Allison and then Krista. I know that someone else said that they wanted to get on the list. I don't know if anyone else sent in. My list is closed over here. So oh, excellent, Christine. All right, so before we get in, not possible at the moment. Give me a second. You said the name was Rowdy. All right. So before we go into Allison's healing, I'm gonna go use the bathroom before we get started. Okay, excellent. So then we'll do Krista and then Christine and then Allison. So Krista, let me know where you sent in and we'll make it work. Yeah, so many beautiful pets. I'll be right back, y'all. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Oopsies. We're back. We're back. We're back. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of character to him, and that's why I do think he holds a lot of anger, because he's like, I feel so limited in this lifetime. And I think it's part of his lessons. I think there's also karmic balance in all of it, so something I have to say about that. All right, do we have Krista in here? Hello, Krista. Where did you send in love? Oh, wait, it might be right here. Oh, wait, that's Christine's. Where did you send in? Whew. Coming back to reality, I'm like, whew. Feel my human body. Cash App, excellent. Do, 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 do. Excellent. Krista, is there anything specific you would like to work on today? Oh, just feeling the ascension symptoms in my brain. Lots of brain shifting. That's why we're not doing a full list today. We're doing close though. Lots of brain shifting, lots of connection to both hemispheres, lots of work with the electrons and things like that, yeah. Thank you to everyone that's here. Shout out to YouTube as well. Shout out to the TikToks. I appreciate y'all. So Krista, let me know if there's anything specific and we'll get started on your energy whenever you are ready. Make sure y'all are drinking lots of water. Ah, shout out to this copper water bottle. I love it so much. I can't stop doing this to it. It feels so good. It just feels good. Made a huge step for myself yesterday. Yay! Okay, working on the heart. Kind of just anything intuitive. Lots of changes in your reality. Step up. Yes. Okay, let's get into it. Let me get my energy ready and we'll get started, love. All right. Krista, put a heart in the chat when you are ready, and we will get started with your session. Oh, I love that. Yeah, this is my first copper water bottle, which I was also like really wanting recently, and then it just perfectly landed in my lap. Thank you to Jody. It was just so perfect. Excellent, Lori. Unfortunately, today my list is closed. We can always do a recorded session for a healing or a pet channeling. So you can go to my link in bio and sign up for a recorded session. Krista, again, put a heart in the chat whenever you are ready, and we'll get started with your energy. You're welcome, Lori. And I do those recorded sessions on my days off of live. All right, Krista, put a hand on your heart, put a hand on your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. Whew, girl, I do feel a lot of shifting in your heart. Um, what I'm seeing, they also showed me the Piscean fish, and they're showing you opening up your heart. Like it was a lot more closed off. There was a lot more fear around reality, a lot of fear around how people were going to treat you and all of these things. And now you're starting to open your heart and be like, actually, I don't need to limit myself to a lot of fear, is what I'm feeling. And this fear is opening up and it's dissolving so that you have more room for your heart to grow. And so right now your heart is like expanding. I'm feeling it on the left side really opening up, and then a little bit more on the right side. So like while you're experiencing this heart expansion, moving your shoulders back like this can be very helpful. It can get the back of the heart open, and a lot of times the in between the shoulder blades is a connection to the high heart. And so a connection to the high heart also is intuition and intuitive knowing and telepathy and things like that. The high heart is connected to that. So that's something that you're also opening up to the more that you're letting go of these barriers and walls of fear, right? So you're starting to open that up. But then they also showed the Piscean fish, which is all about, flowing into other people's energy, almost not knowing the difference between whose is theirs and whose isn't theirs. And so this is something that you're learning. So you're more open, but you're also learning how to be yourself. And it's kind of this fun little fluctuation of learning, of going in and out of yourself that you're going to be experiencing. And that in itself can, have its own ascension symptoms along the way. But let's just keep tuning in, bring some more light down through the crown, third eye, throat, and deep into the heart, opening this up deeper. They're showing me French fries for some reason. They've done this so many times, and I've got to know the analogy of French fries. But I do think okay, thank you, Spirit. So I do know that potatoes, what they can do is absorb negative energy. So even I don't know if it's eating potatoes or just being around potatoes, I don't know, can help absorb some of that negative fear energy. Maybe eating something with potatoes today to help with the intention of just letting go of some of that fear in the heart can be helpful. They're saying potatoes and greens because the green of the heart is helpful. Iron, things with iron. Okay, so that could be a good thing for you today. Yeah, they're showing me the fence around your heart again. This like protection that you put around your heart is starting to open up a bit more. You're starting to give yourself more room to grow in your heart. It's like you're pushing past the limitations that you've had in the past of what love looks like and what relationships look like and what it is like to fully feel cared for unconditionally, because you're giving yourself that opportunity to love unconditionally. And in that, though, you have to grieve the conditional love that was given to you and that you gave to yourself, which can be hard. It can be really hard to acknowledge where you've hurt yourself in the past. But they're saying, remember how much grace is given to you. It is a gift that is given to you through your veins, through your blood, through your body. Anytime that you accept the gift of grace, it is given and gifted deeper and deeper into you. So allow yourself to truly acknowledge that deep, radical forgiveness that's in your body, to fully just let go of maybe some old self-hate that was still cycling in your body, or some deep fears that you were clinging on to that accidentally suppressed you. You want to let those go. They're also saying relax the jaw. Yeah, they're saying do not be afraid, and showing these angels coming in. It's like these really beautiful seraphim angels are kind of all around your field now and just sending in a lot of light from all directions into the high heart and dripping down into the heart and then going into the veins, the arteries, the plasma body, and the electron body. So just bringing all of this light, and you might feel some tingles through your body as you're experiencing this light coming through. Just allowing your full body to flush out the old. And they're saying bringing more light into the cerebral spinal fluid, completely shifting that. slow down the current for me. Thank you. There we go. Really want you to be moving those shoulders. Again, there's a lot of energy coming out of the heart that wants to be moved. Again, embodiment is being present in the body, taking care of the body while you're experiencing the physical symptoms, especially because we have that Leo moon on Sunday, I think. And Leo is all about embodiment and being very present with your heart. So there's a lot of what I'm feeling as well, some childhood wounds, specifically to a masculine energy or masculine energies in general, are coming to the surface to be purged. Oh, this is something that we talked about in the collective as well. So this is on par with the collective, what we're doing to purge. Again, it's in that lower heart here on the left side. And it can simply be societal programming around men being potentially this energy of being superior than women. That itself can be a very big wound to the heart. And purge that out and down through the spine, down all the way to the hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, releasing down into the earth, bringing this old energy into the mycelium network of the earth to eat away at the old and to bring up new energy. So completely flushing out the body now from head to toe, bringing this waterfall of energy through your body as the angels are still filtering light into your vessel. Give yourself a lot of grace right now as you are transitioning through a lot of energy. Okay, so if you're feeling a lot of physical symptoms, that's okay. If you're not, that's also okay. But make sure you are drinking lots of water right now because there is a lot of changes that are happening in your physical form. Okay, so it's connected to the womb. So we have the heart and the womb. So it does feel like there is a masculine wounding coming forward out of your energy. Again, it could be collectively or like openly a part of this societal programming around you as a woman. This is completely changing your field, and it has to change in order for you to see your full power. The feminine is not weak. That is not the energy of it. It is powerful in its gentleness. So give yourself that grace to acknowledge the power of your gentleness, to acknowledge the power of the sensitivity that is held within you. And this is opening up deeper here in the mother wound type energy of not always having people to look up to in the way that you're living your life, or having other women judge you for your way of showing up in the world. Bring that forward and let that be released out of the hips, the thighs, the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the feet, pushing down into the earth, grounding in. And again, fully flushing. Fully coming into recalibration with self, recalibration with mind, body, and soul. And then they're wanting to work on the root chakra here at the end, grounding in. They're saying very specifically, eat food with the intention of safety. They're saying anytime you eat food, whether it is, they are specifically showing me like meat. They're wanting you to feel the feeling of, I am so safe to eat this. And they also want you to start feeling the way that your body shifts before you eat when you say that to yourself. It is, in a way, a form of prayer, right? It's kind of like praying before you eat, but it's simply allowing you to sit into yourself and be fully present with the food that you're eating. For some reason, they're saying that's important for you. As if maybe in the past you've numbed out of the taste or the experience of food. They want you to bring that back. You deserve the bliss of this lifetime in all of your senses. That's awesome. Yeah, and it feels like aligned. It feels aligned for you to do so right now. Again, everyone's journey with food right now is going to be very, very different, but it's very personal. It's a matter of letting go of control, is what they're saying. Because sometimes our control can manifest in the way that we eat, and it's actually much more disordered eating than it is helpful. Come on, Spirit, speak. Okay. So opening that up deeper in your root, again, just praying before you eat or holding intention of safety, and then sending this down. Because they're saying ultimately what that is doing is helping build a relationship with your musculature. I don't know fully how that entangles, but they're saying it's helping you build a relationship when you can say it is safe to eat meat specifically. It's giving your body permission to digest it. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Bringing this down through the hips, the thighs, the back of the thighs, the knees, the back of the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, and the feet, pushing down into the earth, grounding in through your roots. And into the crystalline core. Beautiful. Allow the angels to send one last wave of light through your field, through crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, and then beautiful waterfall of light as well. Beautiful, all the way down to the crystalline core, bringing this wisdom, this information, this knowledge up into the rest of the collective consciousness field as we are healing the mother-father wound, and as we are healing our connection with self. Bringing this energy and this love, unconditional love, back up to your roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees. They're saying unconditional love over and over in my head here, very specifically for you to acknowledge where you have been conditional to yourself. Bringing this unconditional love up the thighs, the hips, the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, all the way up into the heavens. Allowing this to be your truth if it feels right to you, and bringing this energy all the way back down and around you. And so it is. And so it is. I keep going way over on these today. Oh wait, that's not way over. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go and letting it flow, letting it go and letting it flow, letting it go and letting it flow. There you go, beautiful soul. Sending so much unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out. Appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together. Take a deep breath in, love. Your energy is yours. And my energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. You're so very welcome, Krista. Sending you so much love as you continue on your journey. That unemployed friend at 11 a.m. LOL. This is my job. This is abundance. All right. Let's go into Christine. We have Christine with another animal healing. Lots of different energies today. All right, let me go on here. Do we have Christine here? Oh, yay. All right. This is going to be a tender healing. So we'll do Christine and then we'll go into Allison after that, all right? All right. So we're going to just tune into Rowdy and just see what he has to say. They're going into the doctor later because he might be on his last limb, I believe. And so we'll just tune in and see what he has to say. Any information that comes through, I'll just open up to that, all right? Whew, lots of energy moving. All right. 1, 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Taking steps forward. Put a heart in the chat when you are ready, Christine, and I'll tune into you to tune into him. And we'll get started. So beautiful. Put a hand in your heart, put a hand in your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. I can tell when my breath drops really low that there is a very low energy here. And as I'm tuning into him, I definitely feel kind of the end of the road energy, but I'm also not feeling like there's peace here as well. There's a little bit of pain is what I'm feeling. Kind of just general pain around the body, the limbs, the joints, the skin. He just wants to be loved on. So I'm going to bring some deep light all the way through his field. Going through the body. Bringing light all around his energy here. Just wrapping him in love. And just letting him almost like feel like he's floating here. Just giving him the space to connect with you. Yeah, it feels like his energy is not fully present in the physical reality. Like he's already starting to move into the others. Alright, beautiful. Hi. There's a lot of love here. I can feel that. A lot of love. Yes, did I do a good job? I think you did a pretty fantastic job of loving. But he is very much dog barking in the background. He is very much, it feels like a completion of his contract is what I'm hearing. does feel like he is at the end of his contract. Because a lot of times animals they come into our life as lessons for something, and when that lesson and when you've learned the lesson is complete, when you have learned from them, their time passes on. He's kind of at a very interesting spot where he knows that you are sad, so he's like holding on because of that. And he's sad, like he's physically sad that he knows that he's going to have to leave you at some point. But ultimately he's more like caring for you and wants you to be emotionally okay, so it makes him nervous to fully cross over. But I think for the most part he can tell that you're emotionally stable or emotionally mature enough to handle it. And so that's why I do feel him very low right now. He is, it's as if you've already started to accept things, and he can feel that, and he's actually very grateful for that, because it helps him know that it's going to be okay. Yeah. Just feeling out the belly. Yeah, the digestive system has slowed. The blood flow is slower. Even the breath is pretty shallow. And then I'm feeling also into your energy, I feel this wound in the heart. Overall, I just feel I want you guys to experience this bubble of love within each other right now. And just feel one another really deeply connecting. Honoring the whole experience, honoring the journey of one another and what you've learned from one another. Knowing that he's never truly going to be far from you. He loves you very deeply, like a mother. There is a bit more freedom in the heavenly realm for him that he can feel and he's excited about. So it does give him some hope of crossing. It's like he knows that he has some friends up there. He remembers what it's like to be up there. So there is a little bit of excitement, and I think almost it's kind of funny, but that excitement is the thing that keeps him going, like keeps him alive, because he's like, well, I know it'll happen. Someday I want to make sure that I'm experiencing as much as I can here. Yeah, just feel into his energy. I'm feeling into his heart as well, and there is some pain. Obviously, he can feel your energy. Just be there for one another is all I'm hearing. Just hold on to one another. It's okay to love so deeply that it hurts so painfully. That is the beauty of love. That's how you know it was good. Keep loving. What I'm going to have is some of the angels coming down and actually just energetically massaging him, making sure that he feels safe and comfortable in his body. One of the angels is like brushing his teeth for some reason, wanting to make sure he looks good as he enters the gates. It's what they're saying. Oh, what a Sweet, sweet man. Is there anything you want to say? He just says, I'm so grateful and I'm so happy for the life that I had here. He's just very humble. Just continuing to massage this energy here. It's as if what the angels are doing is like preparing a way energetically for when he is ready to cross, that it's already prepared, and the process for him is going to be very easy. He has a lot of purity. He has a lot of purity in his soul, a lot of innocence that's going to make it really easy for him to cross over. He's going to be a very beneficial angel in your life. And he has been a very beneficial angel in your life. What I'm also hearing is that he will provide you another in some way. And he will show you what that means. I'm hearing he's going to be a guard dog to you in the heavens. Very sweet energy. Just continuing to allow him to fully relax. Is there anything else you want to say, love? He's actually apologizing for you making messes, or he's apologizing for his youth. He's like, I'm sorry I was like that. Or that I ruined your couch or something, I don't know. It's just kind of funny. He wanted to get that off his chest. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. He's like, I'm sorry about that. I taught you a lot, though. You learned a lot of patience from me. And I loved learning right alongside of you. Oh, this is so sweet. I know, it is. It is. Oh, I want to smile and cry at the same time. Oh. So feel into your body here as well, Christine. I want to tune into your heart. Just let some of this go. Yeah. And that's totally okay. But mainly he's like, I really just want you to love. You can be sad later. Easier said than done. He's just like, be here with me. Love on me. Bring the tears of happiness on me, and I will hold them for you. Oh. That's a heart wrencher, isn't it? Oh, baby. So I'm just going to wrap you guys both in this beautiful blue blanket of love, and just feeling your energy really connecting here very deeply, heart to heart, paw to paw. And just allowing more light to move through both of you, bringing light down through his crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root. Moving down through the legs, down into the earth. Bringing this light down through you, through your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar. Oof. The bottom of the heart, girl. And wait, let me just go through solar, sacral, root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet. And so, as we're talking about the collective consciousness doing a lot of inner child work right now, it actually feels like this is very connected to you being called to take care of that inner child as you're moving through this. Yeah, and feel. Take care of yourself. There's a lot of love here, and so make sure you feel that. Don't deny the love. Okay? Alright. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go and letting it flow. Letting it go and letting it flow. Letting it go and letting it flow. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective conscious. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. I know, this community is so beautiful, isn't it? Sending you so much love, Christine and Rowdy, as you guys are experiencing the next part of your life and what that looks like for you. We in this community are sending you so much love. Thank you to everyone over on YouTube as well. And also remember, if you do want to, yeah, I know, right, girl? If you do want to watch these back, you can go check out my YouTube channel where all of these are now available to watch over on my live streams on YouTube. So that's a helpful tool. Hi, Lucia. All right, next we're going to go into Allison. Do we have Allison in the chat? Unfortunately today, love, my list is closed. We can set up a recorded session for tomorrow. We can do something. Hello, Allison. Where did you send in, love? I thought I saw it. Maybe I didn't. Where'd you send in? Was it PayPal? Ooh, excellent. Alright, so we have Allison for a 25-minute session. Is the last one today. Thank you to everyone that has been here connecting with us. Let me know, Allison, if there's anything specific that you want to work on. I don't think I see anything, so perfect. Let me know if there's anything specific and we'll tune in, love. Thank you, as always, for everyone that is here. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your essence. Connecting with the collective consciousness, connecting in love with one another. Big, beautiful, open hearts to care for one another, but also still understanding when to come back to self. Hello, beautiful, welcome in. All right, spirit led. Let's see where we're going today, love. Again, this is the last session today. If you do really want, I don't know how to ask, you can DM me, love, if that's something that feels good to you. And we can talk a bit deeper there. Like I want to say again, if you didn't get on the list today, but you do want a session that's kind of like these live sessions, I do recorded sessions at this same rate, or you can do one-on-one sessions. And also, I always want to say, just DM me if there's any questions or things where you're not able to fully pay. Just DM me. We'll make something work, okay? It's energy. My energy is abundant and it is free. I'm sending all of you so much love. All right? So let's get into Allison's session. Yes, I will definitely have to sit down after this one, but I am feeling good. It's funny because when I'm channeling, it's a totally different energy than when I'm like back in my human vessel. So I just know this is my last one today. That's what Spirit's called me to do. So Allison, put a heart in the chat when you are ready and we will get started, love. Yeah. It is nice, and sometimes, and I've noticed myself in the past, like, escape through these healings, because it is very nice to my body. It feels good. And then when I come back to my physical presence, it's a little bit different. Putting a hand on your heart, putting a hand on belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths in together. Take a deep breath in. I do feel your inner vision enhancing, and you might not fully be able to see it yet, but a lot of things are shifting behind your eyes. You might be noticing weird symptoms about that. I'm not sure what you're feeling. But I do know that there's more electricity going into your they're saying vagus nerve, but that's not the nerve I'm talking about. The nerve that goes behind your eye, or the blood vessel, they're saying there's a lot of energy going back there. What it is also doing is clearing out your physical vision of what you're seeing and allowing you to be able to see more color, more light, more sensitivity, more sensation. So this is all a part of being embodied as well. Is when we're fully embodied, we're able to experience the deeper saturation of our senses. And our senses are inherently our gifts. Our gifts manifest through our sensory experiences, right? So this is something that I'm seeing for you enhancing. I don't know if you already have a deep activation in your third eye, or if this is something that's coming forward more for you. I think it's something you've been asking for to be enhanced or deepened. And I think from your deep amount of faith right now, there is more coming into the crown or coming into the third eye. So what I also want to say is make sure that when you are activating your upper chakras, you are balancing that out with your lower chakras. So noticing your hips right now, noticing you coming back into your hips, noticing you relaxing your muscles around your hips, and being very present here, feeling into gravity. Okay, now feel the difference in your head now that you've come down, physically feeling into your hips. There's kind of a different weight there. That difference is going to be really helpful for you to notice. Again, part of our gifts is the sensory experience. What are other sensory experiences? Is pressure. So a lot of times when we're embodied, we're learning different ways of feeling into pressure in our body. What is another thing that is pressure? Stress. So pressure, stress manifests in pressurized energy in our body. So we want to then notice and focus that pressure into different ways. That's deep alchemy. So what we talk about anxiety into excitement, it is similar pressure in the body of anxiety. It's like, oh, this fuzzy energy. If we shift the mentality into, oh, this is excitement, it's a similar pressure, but it has more benefits to the body. So that's what they're wanting you to notice in your field. Again, you're learning a lot about embodiment right now. You're learning about how your gifts can manifest physically, not just spiritually, how to really be a present vessel, how to really connect back into society and share your gifts through your physical presence. That's going to be very helpful, because another thing that you're also learning is, again, staying cohesive in your field. When everything and anyone around you is feeling chaos, you're able to walk into a coffee shop and calm down the collective, because you know that you can be calm through anything. That's important for you to always come back to. And feeling this beautiful white light or yellow light, whatever color you want, down through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root, pushing through the hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet, pushing to the earth, grounding in. I'm feeling the top of your thighs a little bit. They want to be active. So I'm actually feeling your body is like, let me move. Go on a walk, get on a treadmill, do some belly dancing, anything where you can get the tops of your thighs, specifically the tops and the back. I'm feeling just thighs in general want to be worked. Work, girl. Maybe a little bit of twerking too. That's always a good exercise for the lower body, for real, for real. Like before bed, do a little shimmy, do a little shake. You're gonna feel a lot better. Okay, that's something that's coming forward to you. All right, feeling in deeper. I am feeling a lot of movement in your cerebral spinal fluid. Really excellent, really great. I can definitely tell that you have been working on connecting to yourself and not being dissociative. I can tell that you're doing that work of like, okay, I know that I can easily become dissociative, and so I'm very much trying to be present. I'm feeling that for you, which is really good, really beautiful. It is one of the most radical acts that we can do, is to fully be present in a world where they want us to dissociate. So again, this goes into the holy rebellion. This is your physical act of being the rebellion, by allowing yourself to anchor in peace, even when sometimes it doesn't feel like that's the best thing to do societally, but it is. It is very, very helpful. Okay. Mainly, they just want me to keep telling you like how good of a job you're doing tuning into yourself. Keep doing it. They want me to encourage you a lot. Keep doing it. Keep focusing on self. Allow yourself that time and space to be cohesive. So maybe even just 5 minutes a day where you're sitting in silence to notice your body. Embodiment. Yeah, you're getting a lot of energy coming through. It's subtle, but since my head is pretty sensitive right now, I'm feeling it pretty strong, but it is subtle. Just getting some of this energy to flow. Sorry, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, perfect. Yes, oh, it's so interesting because there's things that I could say to you, but they keep just saying, just encourage. Just encourage her. So that's the energy that we want to bring today, is like this it's like they're showing me like a flower blooming. Like this is the energy that you're in right now, is like this deep flower blooming. And I also could feel like maybe some of your style is shifting, like maybe you cut your hair Maybe you try wearing a different color palette or something, because something about you is shifting where there's more confidence in your field, where you're almost like, I'm seeing, they're saying like you're reteening, like you're allowing yourself to be a teen again in some way. Again, coming back to the collective is working on the inner child and healing that. But that's something that I'm feeling is coming forward for you, is like allowing yourself to be a little bit of that teen again and be a little cheeky, have a little fun, explore your fashion. And it might not be a lot, like don't pressure yourself at all, but they're saying that there's just a lot of changes that are happening in your life, so make sure you're changing with it, but also knowing how to stabilize your field, which is what we've been talking about this whole time. I just cut lots of my hair off 2 days ago about for my dad. Alice said it feels very on brand for you to go through this change. Yes, 100%. What I was like feeling was like identity. They were saying like identity shift, not identity crisis. It's like you're not necessarily in crisis right now. You're more like really learning who you are and like learning how to be confident in your energy, learning how to be empowered by yourself, and I'm really loving it. And the purple hair itself, like cutting your hair, one, that's a whole thing. That's really magical. And then purple on top of that is like a whole experience. I used to have purple hair, so I can say that. And I'm very excited for that for you. Yeah, reteening, allowing yourself to be a teen again, allowing yourself to really have fun with your fashion, with your style, with your emotions. And yeah, so that's a part of your inner child healing that you're going to be working through over the next week or so, is really giving permission to that inner teen, inner child. And what I'm here again, they're saying holy rebellion, because this is what we've been talking about. This is the holy rebellion, is allowing yourself to rebel, like the ways that you might have been programmed, like you're allowing yourself to walk away from it. All of these analogies are coming at me at once. It's really exciting. So this is really good energy, is what I just want to say. And they're showing me like a seedling, or like a tiny baby pine tree is what they're showing me. It's like very small. It's like this, but it's going to be the biggest pine tree in the whole neighborhood, is what they're saying. They're like, allow yourself to witness the small growth and the foundational changes that are happening now. It's not always going to look like this, but enjoy the pleasure of the transition. Enjoy the pleasure of giving yourself time and space to grow, to not be confined to who you were, but also to not put a lot of pressure on who you're becoming. Just be. Just allow yourself to enjoy the bliss of being. And again, coming back to embodiment, you're doing a really good job of this. I think it just feels really good since the last session we did. Like, I can feel the shifting in your field, coming into more excitement and more motivation. What I'm also feeling, because they're giving you so much motivation and so much encouragement, what I'm also feeling for your field is you're meant to do that for other people as well, as they are kind of also going through these little transitions. Is like really give them the excitement, like, oh my gosh, girl, you look amazing. Like, just give people that energy that you know that you have within you. And it's going to be really beneficial to you in the long run, karmically or dharmically, right? There's a lot of good dharma that's coming back to you, is what they're saying, because of all the work that you're doing. And they're also saying, this is very interesting, but they're saying, like, notice how you're reacting to men as well, because their reactions to you are going to come from a space of you reacting to them. So they're saying just be aware of any projections that you're putting onto men. That's just coming up. Don't know fully why, but feel into that. All right, let's open up a bit deeper here. Yeah, they're showing me the deep core of your tree here. It's really sturdy, really strong. Lots of love, lots of light in here. Whew. We want to keep focusing on the root. So come back down to the root chakra. Notice your spine. Are you aligned? Stay here. So again, a lot of times, because you're getting a lot of information coming up here, or a lot of light coming in, it's going to be really easy to kind of bring your energy upwards. They really want you to focus down. Feel the heftiness, the heaviness of those hips. Really feel into your dark feminine energy as well here with the hips really moving. Again, hips, thighs, maybe a little twerk sesh. I don't know, girl. It feels right. It feels right. Bringing more of this light down. F men, no. They're a whole other half of us. They deserve love just as much. I think that in itself was necessary to come up, to be aware of, right? Like, we have to acknowledge that the masculine is the other side of us. Right. They're on this planet for a reason too. If they weren't intentionally here, if they were here as parasitic frequencies, they wouldn't be here. But they're here for a reason. So I don't know if you can hear in the background, my dad is playing with my niece. So that also feels relevant. So this wow, there's so many things here that are coming together. This healing of the father wound with this soft feminine, allowing the father or the masculine to take care of the softness, but also like to open that up in yourself, which is also going back to the analogy that I had in my dream last night. But that's a whole other thing. Sorry, I'm kind of going on a little tangent here. There's a lot of things coming in to my brain right now as I'm connecting with your energy, love. Again, they just keep saying, be at peace. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. Understand that you are doing the work and that you are embodied. You're continuing to come back to yourself. And that's the thing about the embodiment journey. It's not going to be easy right away that we're always present in our body, because that's also not the point. We're meant to do both. We're meant to be able to experience both the higher realms and the lower realms, but also both at the same time. So that's something that they want you to start to learn how to experience, is understand that when you're in the body, it is a very spiritual experience. Again, coming back to the idea that the body is the temple, the kingdom of heaven is within. If you want to do meditations focused on visualizing a temple around you, that can be very, very helpful for your practice, so that you can always find a safe place to come back to. Yeah, you are healing masculine wounds in your body. I'm feeling very much so. And it can be very subconscious. Again, it can be very societal, but it is very necessary for that to purge out some old limiting views of the other side of us. I'm also smelling eggs. New earth, creating something new. Clarity, spirit. Again, the mother wound. So we're working. This is very interesting. A lot of these things are connecting again. The mother wound, the father wound, the inner child, connecting with the collective consciousness. All of us are going through this right now. So you might be noticing a very subconscious, a very like deeply societal level of release happening. Because again, we've already done a lot of work with the mother and father wound. So it's like, oh my gosh, there's still more at this level, because we are coming into the collective, or we're coming into unity consciousness so much. It is very much a societal connection here. Making sure that you're connecting with the cohesive consciousness of New Earth rather than the consciousness of the old Earth. And the consciousness of the New Earth is built out of respect for one another. Built out of respect in relationships with parentals and those beneath, the older and the younger. And so there's a lot of societal shifting that's taking place in our collective field, which also makes sense with all of the Aquarian energy that is happening right now, why we're feeling this. Fascinating. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go down into the womb here real quick and just open this up a bit deeper. They're saying don't do too much as well. They're saying it's always hard when they say this to me, but they're saying it's not that deep. Oh, they're saying don't take it so personally. Okay, so this is something we can often do on our healing journey, is we'll experience something and then we're like, okay, what do I need to do to fix myself? Like, what is wrong with me? And you go on this whole thing about taking it very personally when you get triggered by something. They're saying don't take it so personally. This is a very societal shift that we're going through. And so a lot of triggers that are coming up into your field might not fully be yours. And that's okay. Just acknowledge the trigger and move on from it. Acknowledge it, give it grace, give it space to experience itself and move on. They're saying just don't take it so personally. That's going to help you a lot as you're continuing in this journey. It's hard not to, absolutely, absolutely. Doesn't mean that it's impossible though. Well, I want you to feel into your energy, and I want you to really come back to yourself right now. Okay, so this is again what they've been talking about, noticing the difference of being able to hold space for the collective, but also holding space for self. So when you are noticing the triggers of you really opening up to the collective consciousness, and you're like, actually, I don't even feel like this is something I need to work on, they're saying you can come back into yourself, and you have the free will choice to not have to work on that for the collective. Some of you in this collective are going to feel very called to work on the collective consciousness wounds, which is something I love to do. I feel very honored to do it. But not everyone is going to want to do that all the time. And that's sometimes something I do as well. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's not my wound. I've already healed that. Moving on. And I think that's also important for us to acknowledge the free will choice to also do that. So fascinating. So many fun nuggets of God wisdom here today in this session. At least for me personally, I'm learning a lot. So I hope you guys are as well. Bringing in some more energetic coding to implant or understand all of this into the physical body, rather than just understanding it in the mind, but fully understanding it in the body. So thank you for the rose, love. And yeah, I think I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind. So oh, they keep showing me back to your energetic cathedral or your temple. So making sure that you're really knowing yourself. Really knowing yourself inside and out. So this is what they're saying as well. So you're physically changing a lot. Your looks are changing. Your body is morphing. Things are shifting. And so when you can fully know yourself on the inside, it makes it so easy to have the confidence to shift physically and to allow yourself to shift in the reality around you, because we physically are shifting. The earth is shifting into the new earth right now. So and they said this message to me before, like, don't what you see, don't something about face value. I don't know the phrase, but like, don't see everything for face value. Like, really connect to the inside, see what is on the inside. That's going to be very helpful. Sometimes I know I'm saying some of these things over and over again, but they're saying it to me, so I'm just sharing. Okay, doing a little bit more connective tissue coding, making sure that your body is sustainably shifting through this ascension right now, giving time and space for the body to be fully present. Again, feel into your root chakra, relax the hips, bring all of this light down through the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar, the sacral, the root, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, pushing down into the earth, grounding down, and releasing into your roots, connecting with your roots, wrapping your roots all around the crystalline core, and bringing all of this wisdom and this love and this connectivity into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together, as we learn together, as we morph into the new earth. Let's do it, baby. Bringing up that unconditional love back up to your roots, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, all the way up to the heavens, allowing this to be your truth if it feels right to you, and bringing this energy all the way down and around you. And so it is. Ooh, and so it is. Again, make sure you're using your thighs. Your thighs really want to be active right now. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go and letting it flow. Letting it go and letting it flow. Letting it go and letting it flow. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you. Beautiful. Bringing unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out. Appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. I see you, I love you, I honor you. Bringing golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together. Take a deep breath in, love. Your energy is yours. My energy is mine. They said there's a lot of cohesion in your field, so that's really good. Feels like a big step up for you as well. What would you suggest for failing kidneys? Work on the adrenals. I mean, if you want a session with me, I think that would also be great. But I think what I'm seeing, they're saying water with lemon, water with salt, put those all together. That can be really helpful to flush out the system. They're saying if you understand energetic coding, visualize diamonds around your kidney with the intention of healing frequencies going in at all times until the kidneys are fully healed. They're saying keep that there. Intentionally hold that there. And what you can also do, the kidneys, the meridian points to the kidneys are here. So when you're doing that work, intentionally healing yourself, just pushing on this button, being like, all right, reset, time to reset. I'm doing hot water with lemon every morning. Yes. I need an implant. Absolutely. So whatever, I mean, obviously take care of yourself physically. This is what I would suggest energetically if this is something you want to tune into. Yeah. Just taking care of yourself that way. Let me look over on YouTube. Yesterday I had a terrible dream where I was a living mannequin opening the doors in my room. A living mannequin was opening the doors in my room. That's insane. That's wild. Howdy, Lydia. You're doing an amazing job with the energy, I guess. Finding the balance between root and light. Makes me think about dragons like a spiritual bridge. Yes! Thank you, beautiful chat over on YouTube. Love you guys so much. You're only 39. Yeah, a lot of things need to get filtered out of the kidneys, so it makes sense in the society that we grew up in. This is shifting though, and I truly believe that you will heal. You're so welcome, Allison. Sorry that I didn't ask. How are you feeling? You're so welcome. Thank you for allowing us to connect with you. Yeah, there was a lot of beautiful cohesion in your field. It felt very good. So I'm excited for you. Moving on, love. I did all this sobriety work and it was worth it, and it's beautiful. Continue trusting that it was meant to happen the way that it's happening. I truly believe that we are in a time where technology and medical services and healers and all of these things are coming to an all-time high. I really do believe that we're going to live a lot longer than our other past generations. Yay, Allison! Yeah, they just keep saying, encourage yourself, keep looking at yourself in the mirror, and send lots of love to you because you deserve it. Chris, I potentially want you to change the word hope. Maybe change it to believe. Because hope almost has a little bit of energy of doubt in the word. It's so easy to use that word very often, and I use it a lot too. I just potentially shift it over to I believe and see how that feels for you. Okay, yeah, beautiful. All right. Thank you to everyone that's here. I think because I have an Ascension migraine coming deep into the center of my body. I'm going to close out here today. But thank you so much. Let's close out for the collective. Of course, real quick, let me plug my stuff. If you do want a recorded session or a one-on-one session, go over to my link in bio. I will be doing these lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depends on my energy level. And then I also post twice a week on my Lydia Joy YouTube channel and once a week on my Lydia Lives YouTube channel. That also wants me to remind you that I have a episode coming out tomorrow on my Lydia Lives channel, 10 things that I do to support myself in the winter time. So go check that out, 12 on the clock. Let's close out, y'all. Wait, let me read this. I was feeling a little sorry. I changed this session, feel better. Yay! Okay, there was a lot of confirmation in all of that, so I'm glad that you feel that way. Releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow. Thank you for the roses, beautiful soul. I appreciate you. And of course, you can watch all of these back over again if there's certain parts that you enjoyed. Oh, my cat is at the door. Give me a second. He's gonna break something. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And then we'll close out. Oh, long ending. It's okay. All right, releasing out any last energy that doesn't serve you, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go, letting it flow. Hello, Sheldon Belden boy. We're going to bring some unconditional love into every cell of your body, illuminating from the inside out, appreciating the love, the joy, the peace, the bliss, the honor of being alive here in this present moment. We're going to bring some golden light energy all around your aura, keeping you safe, sane, and protected. Bringing abundance all the way through you and into the collective consciousness field as we all shift together. Take a deep breath in. Your energy is yours. Thank you for the roses, love. And my energy is mine. And so it is. And so it is. I'll see you guys back here on live on Monday, 10 a.m. Be there or be square. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Sending y'all so much love.